Hey, uh, nervous. Thanks for checking out this video about the AverMedia PW513. This is just kind of a general first impressions video, so it's kind of like an out of the box type thing. After fiddling with it for a little bit, maybe I'll do a follow up in a month or two if there's more things to pick up about it. You're gonna notice in this video I may look a little tired, and that's due to only about 20 years of insomnia, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 5-6 minutes for you. I'm recording using Streamlabs OBS. Right now we have the camera set at 4K 30 FPS. It's recording in 1080p. I can't record in 4K, but still looks good as you scrunch it. Right now the camera isn't at its 90 degree field vision, or 94 degree field vision that it has on the box. You just see more of my door and a little bit more of that shelf there, but honestly at this point, I kind of got it more for the upgrading quality rather than the complete field. I like things to be a little bit more focused. So how hard was it to set up? I just plugged it in, I installed it, updated the drivers and the software, which is the drivers. Does it look better than a C920? Yeah, in low light like we're in right now, I would say yes. There is a noticeable difference. I even used my iPhone for a little bit just to see how it does. The iPhone gets a lot more busy on the sides where it gets dark. And this one so far is being a real trooper when it comes to the low light. What I'll do for you real quick is I'm going to turn the light on. I'm still going to keep my light behind you, on, so you can notice the difference of quality, because just seeing it busy may diminish how the product looks in a general thing. I like to play spooky games, so I like my lights low. But let's turn the lights on real quick so you can see how it would look during the day. Okay, so this is now the camera with the lights on. As you can see, actually I look a little dark. I could probably up the ring light. Well, let's test this. So what I noticed is there are certain settings you can play with, like contrast, brightness, saturation, but you can't adjust overexposure. So let's try this real quick. This is gonna get weird. So even though right now this light is really bright, like I can't look at the camera. It's not good for my eyes. Even though it's really bright right now, the camera is adjusting it to reduce some overexposure. I do see that my forehead's a little shinier, but for the most part, it reduces it. Oh, I'm blind. This doesn't mean that you don't need a light or anything like that. Far from it. You do need a light. I'll turn off my light real quick that's behind the camera, and you'll see that it's not good. Proper lighting is key. So make sure you've got a good light. Now, I do have the camera's light brightness currently set at 1. I don't think I can adjust it. Oh, I can. Look at that. So this is now at 11. I didn't think it would do it live. This changes the video. We're at 13. We can crank it all the way up to 19 if you're really into this look. But I have it kept at 1. But let's say like all you have is a bedroom light. This is about how it's gonna look for you. You could get a desk lamp if you wanted to and bounce the light off of the wall if you have a clear wall for you. And that would honestly light you pretty well. The only thing I would say, hey, watch out for is there is a setting in the filters in the advanced. In the filters. So there is a setting in the filters called skin tone, which I have currently turned off. What skin tone will do, and I'll just slide it for you real quick. This is at 0. This is at 100. This is at 0. This is at 100. What that one does is it basically tries to correct the light more in the camera again to make sure it gets your proper skin tone. The issue I have with it is I got a little bit of olive, so it makes me look green. Overall, though, I would say the settings are a little bit bare bones, and the brightness option can get pretty bright. Sneeze. Yeah. And this is the brightness at 3. It's not changing. Oh, there it goes. Oh. So this is back at 1 for the brightness. This is something I've noticed with the camera as well, is it'll get an idea in its head and it just kind of opts into keeping it that way. It's odd. It doesn't change how you look too much or anything like that, but it may do it. It might get resolved by closing the software, closing OBS, and opening up the live cam engine thing that comes with it. I assume most people interested in this camera are probably going to be using some sort of streaming software. The only one I can say I'm obviously using it without a problems is Streamlabs. I can't vouch for any other program for you. One thing I would say I've also noticed is, which I don't recall my other webcam doing this, but the back of it gets pretty hot. Back of the AverMedia can get pretty warm. If I touch it right now, ow, didn't hurt, but if I touch it right there, it's pretty hot, and I don't know if that's a normal thing, honestly. I hope so, but my little fake fireplace back there doesn't get as warm as this camera does, which is very weird. All in all, though, would I recommend it for $250? It is a distinct upgrade from the C920, but you're kind of paying for flavor. I mean, right now on a full screen, I kind of look similar to how I would with the C920, but once you start squishing yourself down, right? Like once you're in a little tiny window like this, this is where it's going to be more distinct. You're going to look a little bit better on a window like that, you know. Technically, I should look better on this, but again, whatever. I'm not very great at this. This is just a first impression thing. I hope. I just wanted to honestly get this out there before the holidays, in case you're just looking for a general review of, hey, should I get it? Should I not? I think if you get it as a gift for somebody, and maybe they have one camera and they have a different one, or they want to do YouTube things, this is the best thing you can get them, especially starting out. I mean, it looks great, and honestly, at this point, like, it's more about just making sure things are good. Also, the camera is on a really good swivel. I've got it mounted to something else, not my monitor, but you could totally mount it on your monitor, as long as you don't have a super wobbly monitor, and you can adjust it pretty well, much better than other stationary web cameras. So, yay. That is it for me. So thank you very much for watching this. Hopefully I can get it edited out. I've never really edited anything hard. Like, I appreciate you taking the time. Hopefully this helps you out with any sort of holiday decision. If you end up getting this as a gift or anything like that, I'm sure whoever gets it is going to appreciate it. The vents turned on. You're hearing those now. And yeah, and if you enjoyed this and you wanted to talk maybe about other things, I do stream live. I'm streaming on YouTube. Usually it's spooky games, but right now I've gotten addicted to Hades again. So you can find me here, and I really enjoy talking about, like, most things, but yeah, just gear in general. I like talking about audio. I don't really know a lot about webcams, so that's why I made this video. Oddly enough, it's for most people that are that know how to plug most people, this video is for people who know how to plug in webcams or maybe know how to buy webcams, and we're hearing about this webcam. I didn't see a lot of reviews. Try to keep this short for you. Bye-bye. And it has a little closey do.